Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayer Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayat Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So, welcome everybody. So, we'll be discussing Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1, Chapter 1. The chapter title is Questions by the Sages. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is called Amala Purana. Amala Purana means like it only deals with the transcendental topics. Means it doesn't deal with any mundane topics. Like mundane topics means that in the Vedic, according to Purana, the topics like attaining material wealth, attaining name, fame, and going to the heavenly planets. All those things are considered as mundane. And Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't deal with all such things. And it is completely pure because any materialistic activity is tinged with an element of envy toward the Supreme. Because you see, even it is said that all the demigods are like devotees only, but they are not pure devotees. They are mixed devotees. There are three kinds of devotees. They are pure devotees and mixed devotees and non-devotees. Pure devotees are somebody who actually perform bhakti, ananya bhakti. Ananya bhakti means they don't have any ulterior motives. They are totally dedicated to Krishna. They don't want anything but devotional service. What is the standard that Srimad Bhagavatam sets for performing pure devotional service is ahetuki apratihata, means one should perform devotional service without any motivation and without any interruption. And the devotees should be always they should be fully satisfied performing devotional service, and they don't need anything but other than performing bhakti towards Krishna. So that is the essence of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Srimad Bhagavatam starts where Bhagavad Gita ends. Bhagavad Gita, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes about jnana, karma, and then Ashtanga Yoga, and all other things. But finally he ends with Sarva Dharman Paratyajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tam Sarva Papebhya Mokshayasyamasya. Means give up all the varieties of all other dharmas. Like we have different dharmas, right? Varnashrama dharma, Pitru dharma, Sri dharma, Putra dharma, different dharmas are there. And somebody who is in the Varnashrama system, they have to execute their dharmas. So, but it is while executing the dharmas, you see the Yudhishthir Maharaj, he was very Yudhishthir Maharaj, another name is Dharmaraj. He followed dharmas to the point. But still, he had difficulties in life. He has difficulty, of course, difficulties come in the life of even the pure devotees also. But but somebody like some Rajavas, somebody like Rajavasas, they are like pure devotees. They don't deal with anything other than pure bhakti. So that's why the Rajavasis or the Gopis or Gopas are on the higher platform. So means even the pure devotees on the level of Yudhishthir Maharaj may get entangled in all these dharmic activities and miss out the element of pure devotional service. I'm not saying Yudhishthir Maharaj missed out, but he was not fully always like no like no is not uh, his devotion is we should not compare two devotees, but no, the gopis are on the higher level, the gopis and so in the same way, like Srimad Bhagavatam discuss about the different lives of various lives of various devotees. Through their life, we seek different ways of executing dharma, we executing performing bhakti. So I was talking about demigods, right? Demigods like Surya, Chandra, Indra. They even though they are devotees, they are performing dharma, but they do lot of mistakes also. So and like if you see even some sect of people, they perform bhakti for the sake of like getting children, nice family life, all those things. Of course, in the devotee life, everything Krishna takes care, whatever is required. Hmm. But from the devotee side, it is not their priority. They don't care about them. If they have name and fame, that's okay. If they don't have name and fame, that's okay. Hmm. So, like that. So, means what Srimad Bhagavatam establishes is the level of pure bhakti. Hmm. How to perform bhakti. Hmm. Like it is said, that's why Srimad Bhagavatam starts with the first three verses of Srimad Bhagavatam establishes the mood and the overview of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is going to be discussed in entire 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, first three verses we elaborately discuss, and so that we set the mood of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is to be expected? What is the mood? See, Srimad Bhagavatam is a person. It's not like a book. It's not like some inert object. Srimad Bhagavatam is a person. And the realizations of Srimad Bhagavatam depends on how much we worship Srimad Bhagavatam, how much seriously and sincerely we worship Srimad Bhagavatam through our hearing, through our attention, through our sincerity. Hmm. So, uh, the first three verses of Srimad Bhagavatam describes about what is Srimad Bhagavatam is all about. And in one way, it gives entire overview of entire Srimad Bhagavatam. So, and while reading Srimad Bhagavatam, when we have this background knowledge of the first three verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, it will help us to understand why these pastimes are like this, why Srimad Bhagavatam is stressing only on certain principles but not on others. Hmm. That will be like that, okay? So, let us proceed into the divine Srimad Bhagavatam verses, okay? Srimad Bhagavatam is written by Sri Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva starts with the words Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. First, he pays obeisances, he pays respects, he pays obeisances to unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Srimad Bhagavatam, in this overview session, we will be discussing about all these topics. The expense and depth versus depth. Now, we will be overviewing, but we will be touching the deeper sections also. And it will help you understand the flow and the chronology of Srimad Bhagavatam, these overview sessions. And it is highly recommended that along with these sessions, if you keep reading Srimad Bhagavatam, you will get more benefit out of it. Okay, and what are the links to different pastimes, and different chapters and all those things, and what is the context in which everything is spoken, and sometimes there is some repetition in Srimad Bhagavatam, which means Vyasadeva or Srimad Bhagavatam is emphasizing certain principles. If somebody says do this, do this, do this, like that means they are emphasizing on these things like that. And different characters, all the characters of Srimad Bhagavatam and all the concepts which Srimad Bhagavatam presents us. Now, this is the overview of Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the overview of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, okay? So in the first canto, we'll be discussing about the concepts, the history, the characters, and the backstory also, okay? Now, this is the overview of first chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the first chapter, describes about the prelude, the subject, glories and goal of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we'll be discussing about the sages of Naimisharanya. And then how they met Sutta Goswami, and they had some questions with him, and setting the scenes for the sages' inquiries and what are the actual questions asked by sages. Okay. So these are the first words of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Yatvanmayaditarataschatvesha Vignaswarat Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Surayat Tejo Varim Mrudam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Damna Svena Sada Nirastatvahakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So in this verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, it is giving about explaining about defining the absolute truth. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is none other than Lord Krishna himself. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva is initially paying obeisances to the all-pervading Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and I said I meditate upon Lord Krishna because he is absolute truth and primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of material universe. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all living beings. So first he is Vyasadeva is paying obeisances to Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva is paying obeisances to Lord Krishna, and he is explaining he is highlighting the characteristics of Krishna. What he is absolute truth. What is the difference between absolute truth and relative truth? Absolute truth doesn't change at any point of time, while relative truth keep changing with time. See, somebody is very beautiful. He might be beautiful right now, but after 40, 50 years, he may not be beautiful. So that is relative truth. So absolute truth is Krishna is all beautiful, all powerful, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. These are the absolute truth. Means in all the times and all the spaces, all the circumstances, the truth stands as it is. Means there is no it doesn't depend on any other truth. Because we gave that example, right? Somebody is beautiful. A girl is beautiful, or a boy is handsome. It depends on another truth that he is beautiful as long as he remains youth. After 50, 30, 40 years, he become old and his body become deformed, all those things. Okay. So, but the absolute truth remains as it is. Wherever you can apply, absolute truth stands without any dependence on other principles, other things. Okay. Krishna is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations. Means, see, Krishna is conscious of not only everybody, not only himself, but he is conscious of all the other living entities. Because see, we like children, parents are there, right? Sometimes child started crying, right? And the parents will be struggling. Why this child is crying? You see, he's hungry. Something is biting him. You check all the things, but he never able to figure out why the child is crying. But they cannot know the reason behind that the child's suffering. But with respect to one's own body, if somebody is suffering, means like somebody has some pain, then immediately you'll know why I'm even if somebody touches any part of his body, he is conscious of his body, but he is not conscious of others' body, even if he is his own child. So, but Krishna is all pervasive and all knowing. Krishna is conscious of every living entity. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, both material, living, non-living, everything is conscious of everything. He is all pervasive. Krishna is all pervasive throughout the spiritual world, throughout the material world, through his expansion in the form of a Brahman. Absolute truth has three features. Bhagavan, sorry, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan. Brahman, Bhagavan and Paramatma. Brahman means Krishna is spread all over the universe in the form of Brahman effulgence. And he is localized in the heart of every living entity. He is residing as localized Paramatma. And Krishna also lives in his own abode. He is in Vaikuntha and Golok Vrindavan. He lives as Bhagavan. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. These are the three features. So as Bhagavan, he is spread all over the universe and conscious of all that is happening in the entire universe. Just like our consciousness is spread only throughout our body. But Krishna's consciousness is spread throughout the entire material and spiritual worlds. So, and he only imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living entity. And he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. No? So, another fact about Krishna is Swarat. Hene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavi. Means there is no one is controlling Krishna. See, we're all controlled by different persons, right? Like somebody who is employed in a company is controlled by his boss, and his boss is controlled by his boss. So everybody is controlled by somebody. But with respect to Krishna, he is Swarat, fully independent. There is nobody can say, okay, Krishna, you have to come. You must come. Everybody has to pray, Krishna, if it is your will, please come. Because nobody can demand Krishna. Because Krishna doesn't need anything from anybody. And he is fully independent. And he is the one first, we all getting this knowledge of Vedas, Upanishads, and all those things through Vedic literature. And Krishna, imparted this Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji in the beginning of creation. Okay, we are all following. So we are now explaining what the person behind this Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, now by him, even the great sages, demigods, are placed into illusion as one bewildered by the illusory representation of water seen on the fire and land seen on the water. See, when sometimes anybody see fire behind, when the fire is burning, on the top of fire there is some kind of heat waves, right? It looks like water. Or if you traveling in some desert and hot day, you see at the distance there is some water flowing, something like water. That is out of heat, okay? And as water seen on fire and land seen on water. And on the water also, if you travel on the ocean, sometimes out of illusion, there seems like there is land somewhere. And if the person goes there, the land will be some other places. So these are all illusions. So even like in the same way, by Krishna's potency, even the great demigods like Indra, Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods are put into illusion. And even the great sages, they don't know what exactly Krishna is. So that's why nobody knows what actually Krishna is. And only because of him, the material universe temporarily manifested by the reactions of three modes of mental nature appears factual, although they are unreal. So it is said that this entire material world is unreal. Means it is not truth. It is a temporary manifestation. Our body, or entire, whatever we see here in this material world is only temporary manifestation of the material universe. Yeah? Temporary manifestation of spiritual. Temporary manifestation of material modes of nature. Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamogun. Due to interaction of these three modes of nature, it is temporarily manifested. But it appears to be factual. I would say, everything appears to be factual. It is Prabhupada says, Mayavadi philosopher says, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya. So they said this material world is illusory. But this is not illusory, but it is only temporary. Okay? And illusory. And I therefore meditate upon Lord Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from illusory representation of material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. So, Krishna, when he is coming and performing leelas in this material world, it doesn't mean that Krishna is here, is not there. For example, uh, if you are here at home and you are not at office, like I'm here at this program, means I cannot be in the temple. So, but with respect to Krishna, Krishna even though comes descends, Krishna says, right, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajame. So Sambhavami Gevage, he descends into this middle world every yuga to establish dharma. But it doesn't mean that when he comes here, Krishna is not there in the spiritual world. Krishna will be there also, Krishna will be here also. Simultaneously, he manages everything, he expands. Okay. So these are the characteristics of Krishna, and it is this personality upon whom all the devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam are dedicated in serving and knowing him, and attaining him. So if we try to know about Krishna without proper guidance of spiritual master, then we get bewildered. Is it right? Even Muhyanti Yatsura, even the demigods, great sages, they get bewildered. What to speak of ordinary living entities like us. Okay? So then, now in this verse, second verse, it's Vyasdeva, first verse, Vyasdeva explains about the glorifies Bhagavan Krishna. In the next verse, he glorifies Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmasaranam satam vedyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayo anmulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite Kimva Parerishvara Sadhyo Huddavarityate Kritibi Sushushubhiktakshanat. Means this Srimad Bhagavatam rejects cheating religion. Is that right? Any religion which propounds on attaining the material benefits is all cheating, because material benefits will gets us attracted to the results of fruity activities and keep us in this material world. So, but Srimad Bhagavatam rejects all the cheating religions. Just the way in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, you work like this in the beginning, you work like this, Nishkama Karma Yoga, you have to keep your Sattva-guna, you have to perform Yajna, Dana, Tapas, all those things. Everything is okay. That is in the beginning stage. But when it comes to the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it says, Sarva Dharman Parijari, give up all these nonsensical things and Mamekam Sharanam Raja. You just surrender unto me. You just perform bhakti unto me. I will take care of everything. So it's like, teacher is saying like, okay, you prepare this exam, you prepare that, you prepare this, you do that for exam. And finally teacher says, you forget everything, you just come and write your exam, I'll take care of everything. Means you just surrender unto the person, Krishna, then he will take care of everything. Instead of doing speculating and wasting our time and energy, all those things. So that is called bhakti. Surrender. Bhakti means surrendering unto the will of Krishna. By doing so, we will avoid lot of like frustration, anxiety, stress, and all those things. When we are totally dependent on Krishna, I am totally dependent on, and I am totally dependent on you. When you go in front of Krishna and says, Krishna, I am all yours, I am totally surrendered unto you. Then Krishna will take full charge of us. Means we don't directly go to Krishna. We go to Krishna through spiritual master. So means all the Kaitava dharmas, anything which is actually against the principles of pure bhakti is Kaitava dharma. And he rejects all the cheating religions and propounds the highest truth. What is highest truth? Performing bhakti towards Krishna is the highest truth and understandable by non-inverse. And Srimad Bhagavata completely rejecting all the religious activities which are materially motivated This Bhagavad Purana propounds the highest truth, which is understood by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. Means somebody to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, they should be pure in heart. They should not have ulterior motives, they should not have material motivations so much. Oh, I want this, I want this, I'm coming to Krishna only for the sake of this. And this highest truth is really distinguished from the illusion for the welfare of all. Okay? And such truth uproots the threefold miseries. See, when we say when we say that statement, right? So you just come to Krishna, you don't have to worry about anything. It means, like, it doesn't mean that you give up everybody, everything. Our main motto is to serve Krishna, then automatically everything will be taken care. There are nice stories in Srimad Bhagavatam which describes, one time Krishna was tending cows in the forest and he felt hungry. And there was some Brahmins who were performing great sacrifice nearby village. He sent his friends, you go and get some food from the Brahmins' house. Brahmins. And this his friends and says, no, he goes to Brahmins and says, my dear Brahmins, Lord Krishna is here. He is hungry. He is feeling hungry. He said, he sent us to get some food from you. And these are very highly educated Brahmins. Hmm. They are in the serious. They are committed. Somebody is very serious in preparing something to perform serious yajna and all those things. If somebody goes to them and says, can I have some prasadam? They will not. They will say you have to wait for some time like that, or they don't care about that person. Similarly, when these Gopa boys went to Brahmins and said, no, Krishna is here, they thought Krishna is like some ordinary cowherd boy. He is a supreme personality of Godhead. So they didn't take the voice seriously. And then Krishna sent, okay, now you go to Brahmins' wives, who actually in their homes. So the Gopa wives went to Brahmins' wives and said, Krishna and Balram is here in the forest, and they are feeling hungry. Then they sent us to get some food. As soon as the Brahmins' wives heard that, they become so much concerned about Krishna, because Brahmins' wives have been listening about Krishna through all the different vendors, the greatness of Krishna, how the Krishna killed, how Krishna is protecting all the Rajavas and all those things. And when the Brahmins' wives heard that Krishna is here, they immediately took away everything, whatever they could. They didn't even leave anything for the Brahmins also. They took everything and went to serve Krishna. And they went there and they served Krishna to the full satisfaction and said, Krishna, now that we are here, we left our husbands and wives and homes. We don't want to go back there. Please give us, make into your devotees and give us liberation, they said. But Krishna says, no, you go back, you'll attend whatever you desire, but you go back and do your duty. So, and finally, when the Brahmins' wives comes back, the Brahmins realize their mistake. We are doing this yajna to satisfy Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu himself came and asked us, give me some food. And we rejected it. And our wives are so great. Like that, the Brahmins realized that. Means here, what is that means? Here, basically, Brahmins' wives broke the principles of yajna. See, when you are making offering, what is the thing? We first prepare offering and first offer to the deities, and then only give prasadam out. But if some are like, no, but if not, it should be done like that only. But when Krishna only personally directly comes and says, give me prasadam, I want to eat right now. They say, no, I have to offer to deities first and then I have to offer. Then that is foolishness. So, but even though Brahmins' wives, in one way, they broke the regulation, but still they didn't lose anything. They attained Krishna Bhakti and also they were glorified by their husbands, who then realized. So like that, when we have Krishna, we can have anything else. Krishna will give everything whatever is needed for us. But when we don't have Krishna, we have everything else. It is everything is useless. when we have Krishna, and we may or we may not have other things, still our life is perfect. When we have everything, but we don't have Krishna, everything is useless. So that is the principle here. So it means when a person when a person has this understanding, then that person is qualified to enter into the pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam, and only that kind of person will be able to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, and this beautiful Srimad Bhagavatam, compiled by great sage Vyasadeva in his maturity, is sufficient in itself for God realization. So Vyasadeva is the one who wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam. So Vyasadeva is the author of all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, everything. He scripted everything, and he knows full depth in knowledge of everything. So after writing all the Vedic literature, finally he wrote this Srimad Bhagavatam. And he says, you don't have to read any other scriptures, any other books, just to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Just understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Just listen Srimad Bhagavatam. Then you will be able to have God realization. So God realization means like realizing ourselves and realizing who is Krishna is and what is our relationship with him, how to perform bhakti. That is the actual realization. So, like if one sincerely takes the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, sincerely follows Srimad Bhagavatam, then he will be automatically able to attain this God realization. And nothing is required other than Srimad Bhagavatam. And what is the need of any other scripture? As soon as one attentively, submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by the culture of knowledge of the Supreme Lord is established in the heart. Sadhyo hruddavaruddhatetra kritibi sushrusri takshinat means if somebody hears Srimad Bhagavatam, immediately Supreme Personality of Godhead is established within their heart. Means Lord Krishna, we can be able to personally feel presence of Lord Krishna within our heart if we actually read Srimad Bhagavatam. So means studying Srimad Bhagavatam in itself is enough. Nothing else is required. So that's what Srila Vyasadeva is writing in the second verse. So when it comes to the third verse, he explains the sweetness of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Now first verse is about Krishna. Second verse is about the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now in the third verse, Srila Vyasadeva is highlighting the sweetness. Okay. You may say, okay, you are telling us, okay, you read Srimad Bhagavatam or hear to Srimad Bhagavatam, but like Bhagavatam might be so difficult to read. Bhagavatam might be so, I may not like Srimad Bhagavatam. How can I be, like it might be difficult. Somebody might think like that. For that, Vyasa is writing here. No, Bhagavatam is not like that. Bhagavatam is very, very sweet. It is full of rasa. Nigamakkalpatarogargaritam phalam sukhamukadamruta samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. Means this relishing Srimad Bhagavatam, just to hear the stories and then dive deep into their characters. We have to keep ourselves in the position of the characters. About the sages of Naimisharanya, Parishit Maharaj, Kunti Maharani, Lord Krishna, and then different devotees of Krishna. We personally go through all these wonderful pastimes of Krishna. It was not like instructions of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, or all the instructions. No, instructions are there, but the instructions are coming through the life stories of devotees and the sweet pastimes of Krishna. So we just hear Srimad Bhagavatam and relish Srimad Bhagavatam, and by that relishing, somebody you say, if you go and watch movie, I will give full marks in the exam. How easy it is, right? What do you say, Arif? If your teacher tells you, you go watch a movie, and I'll give full marks. It is easy. It's good, right? So, like that means just release Srimad Bhagavatam and you will be able to attain the perfection of human form of life. So we just have to understand and hear and relish Srimad Bhagavatam and dive deep into the nectarian pastimes of Srimad Bhagavatam, it will automatically takes us away from all these materialistic entanglements and keeps us on the platform of transcendence. And Srimad Bhagavatam, he says, O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam. The mature fruit of desire tree of Vedic literature. The Srimad Bhagavatam is the mature fruit, means like, see, the entire Vedic literature is like a tree. Srimad Bhagavatam is the nicely ripened fruit. Like the mango tree is there. Mango tree will have green mangoes and yellow mangoes. And yellow mangoes will be more tasty, right? So, like here is saying, if Vedic literature is like a tree, then Srimad Bhagavatam is a nicely ripened mango, okay? Ripened fruit of Vedic literature. And it emanated from the lips of Shukadeva Goswami. Therefore, the fruit has fruit become even more tasteful. It is said that, no, like when a parrot touches any fruit, it means that that fruit is the more tastiest. Because parrots can sense which fruit is the more tasty. And these parrots can go and bite only that fruit. So that's why this Srimad Bhagavatam is emanating from the lips of Shukadeva Goswami. That's why it becomes more and even more relishable. And even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice was already releasable for all, including the liberated souls. So, Vibhata Bhagavatam is not, Bhagavatam is, it's not like fruit or anything like that. It is juice. If it is juice, you don't have to chew also. You don't have to do anything. You just drink and enjoy. Vibhata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Rasamalayam means it's full of rasas, juicy things. And just drink it and enjoy it. That's what Vyasila Raja is telling us. Okay. So now coming to the scene in which now Raja is explaining about how Srimad Bhagavatam came all about. Okay. So there are three versions of there are three ways in which Srimad Bhagavatam is spoken. First, what happened? Vyasadeva gives Srimad Bhagavatam to Shukadeva Goswami, his son. And then Shukadeva Goswami narrates the Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. And in that assembly of Shukadeva Goswami, there is Suta Goswami. And this Suta Goswami goes to the place where the sages in the Naimisharanya, they are performing sacrifice. And these sages they thought, okay, we are performing sacrifice. Like these sages are performing sacrifice for the benefit of entire world. What they happened is, they thought that right now they are at the end of Dwapara Yuga, and then the next few years, Kali Yuga is about to start. And they wanted to do for the good of all the living entities in the world, they wanted to perform a 1,000 years sacrifice, so that the effects of Kali Yuga will be reduced. So at that point of time, the sages are performing daily sacrifice, but they are not sure about the results of sacrifice, because fire sacrifice sometimes may give result and sometimes may not give result. So, but what did they do? They saw that Suta Goswami was present in that assembly. So they all appeared. They all approached to Suta Goswami, headed by Shaunaka. Not Shaunaka. Sage is there. So headed by one senior devotee. So these all sages, they approached Sutta Goswami and then request Sutta Goswami, my dear sir, we are performing this sacrifice, but we are not sure if that sacrifice will give any results. Due to this fire and smoke, our faces are turning black, but no, it's like no, if the result doesn't come, and everything will become it's a waste of time. So they requested, but if you recite, if you actually tell us Srimad Bhagavatam, then everything will be auspicious. This sacrifice may give or may not give the result, but hearing Srimad Bhagavatam will without fail will give the benefit. So we request you after every day recite Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Srila Prabhupada says every day we should recite. That's why he made it mandatory that everyone in all the temples they should actually every day Srimad Bhagavatam is mandatory. Means one should listen to Srimad Bhagavatam every day without fail. Srimad Bhagavatam Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. That is the verse. That is the statement. So this says also what they decided. Will come and listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. That's what they decided. So now, like these sages, when Sutta they gave some elevated seat to Sutta Goswami. You see here Sutta Goswami, and then they asked some questions which to start with. Okay, then Sutta Goswami sat on the seat. Okay, then Sutta Goswami said, "Okay, what should I speak?" Then sages put some questions. Okay, this is our doubts. You can explain that. You can narrate the Srimad Bhagavatam. They said. First of all, before going to there, they first glorified Sutta Goswami, glorified his qualities. He says, Sutta Goswami, you are anaga, he is free from all the vices. No vices means all the bad qualities. He is free from all the bad qualities. He is full of good qualities only. And he is well explained. He is well versed in all the scriptures and well read. He read all the scriptures. He knows what is what, everything well nicely. And he is the eldest among all the Vedantists. Vedavadam Shreshto. He is a very senior person in knowing the Vedic literature. And he is very Samya, who is very pure and simple. He is Snigdasya, one who is submissive to Guru and Krishna. So, like that, they glorified the qualities of the Bhagavatam speaker, who is Sutta Goswami. Then they explained that Sutta Goswami speak to all the subjects he has learned, but the sages said, Sutta Goswami, you are well versed in all the scriptures. You may speak all the scriptures, but we would like to hear only the essence of all the scriptures. See, I told you, right? So much Vedas, Puranas, Isyasas, all those things. You may speak anything, any verses. But they said, no, we don't want all those things. We just only give the essence of everything. Because it is like when you give the essence, it will be transmitted to the people in Kali Yuga. People in Kali Yuga is Prayenal Payusha Sabya Kalau Asmin Yigejana Manda Sumanda Matayo Manda Bhagya Padrita. Means in the people in the age of Kali Yuga, they are short-lived. Prayan Alpayusha Sabya Kalau Asmin Yigejana. Manda means they are ill-fortuned. Sumandamati. They are most ill-fortuned, most very dull-minded. Mandabhagya, their fortune is very, they are ill-fortuned, and Upadrita means they are lazy. All these qualities, they don't have big lifespan. They may at most live 40, 50, 60, at most 78 years, right? And okay, it's 100 years. But lifespan in the previous ages used to be 1,000 years, 10,000 years, like that. But people in Kaliya, they cannot live more than this 80, 100 years. Okay. Prayan Alpaya Sabya, Kalau Asmin Yugajana. They are always quarrelsome. They quarrel for each and everything. Right? There are so many wars, so many conflicts everywhere. Even the houses, between families, friends, always there are some kind of disagreements, quarrels, all those things, arguments. And they are mandabhagya, they are dull-headed, they are ill-fortune. They get all the You don't get good food, you don't get good flowers, you don't get good vegetables, everything is polluted, air is polluted, water is polluted, no food is polluted, everything is polluted. Means we are ill fortunate actually. Hmm? Mandabhagya and Sumandamati means we are dull headed. So uh, the sages of Naimisharanya, they are explaining about the qualities of Kaliga and then requesting these people will not, if you go deeper into details, they will not have the intelligence to understand. So you just give us essence. Like that they said. And finally, they asked, okay, what in brief we can say these things, okay? He said, what is the ultimate good of what is ultimate good? What is the good, ultimate good of all? And what is the essence of all scriptures? And what is the purpose of Krishna's appearance? See, like, what is the ultimate good means? Like, see, like, for example, in somebody who is actually doing something like, in studying in a university, if you said, what is the best thing that you would like to have? Then that person may say, I would like to have something like I would like to have a nice car, all those things. And if for a working person, if you ask, what is the best thing that you would like to have? He said, I would like to have a very permanent job and a high paying, like this they may ask. Hmm. Like in a materialist, you may ask, I want to become billionaire, all those things. But for a sage, if you ask, they said, I wanted to attain Krishna. So people, as their maturity increases, as they become more and more mature spiritually, they they know what to ask for. That's why these sages are saying, what is the ultimate good for all, and what is the essence of all scriptures. We say, right? Bhagavad Gita dealt with all the karma yoga, jnana yoga, and finally it came to at the essence. He said, Sarvat, give up everything and just surrender unto me. Then if Krishna would have said in the first, as soon as Bhagavad Gita starts, Krishna says, Sarvadharma Vidya Mamake Sharanam Vraja. If Krishna would have said in the beginning only that words, then Arjuna says, Krishna, there are so many things are happening around me, so many colleges, universities, and then so much of philosophy, all these things are happening. But you are saying just give up everything and surrender unto me. How it is possible? So that's why Krishna already thought of what would Arjuna might think. So that's why he explained everything and finally he said, these are all waste, give up everything and surrender unto me. So, in order to come to that conclusion of what is the essence, one has to know what has to be, what is valuable, what is invaluable, what is permanent, what is temporary, what is spiritual and what is materialistic. Then he should have right intelligence to take the discriminate. If you go to a kid, give $200 in one hand and give one lollipop in another hand. Tell which one do you want? What does the kid do? Huh? No.
Kids lollipop.
Kids. Small kid.
Yeah,
They say, no, I don't want that paper, I want lollipop. Kid doesn't know if they have lollipop, I can get 100 lollipops. $100, I would have 100 lollipops. Right? So, in the same way, people who are materially motivated, they don't know what is valuable. They don't know what is the value of everything. So, we should know. That's why only the sages, they are in the mature, they went through all these things. They are children, they are grown up, they are materially successful, and finally they renounced their material success and they went into forest and they did tapasya for so many years. And then finally they realized that the most valuable thing that one can have is Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna Bhakti. So that's why they are asking, what is the ultimate good? And what is the essence of all scriptures? These scriptures, different scriptures give different conclusions. If you do this thing, you'll go to heavenly planets. If you do this thing, you'll get all the name and fame of this world. You'll be able to conquer your enemies, all those things. There are scriptures in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Different scriptures give different suggestions. That finally the sages also confused what to. Then they ask, what is the essence of all scriptures? We just come to the conclusion of all the scriptures, and also explain about the purpose of Krishna's appearance. Why Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, right? जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो इति त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सो अर्जुन. If somebody knows about the birth and activities of Krishna's pastimes, upon leaving this body, they will never take birth again. Means such are the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. So that's why they are asking about the purpose of Krishna's appearance and Krishna's Purusha avataras, Krishna's Leela avataras. And finally they ask, okay, now this is the beginning of Kali Yuga. Krishna has already, at the end of Dwapara Yuga, Krishna winds up his pastimes and go back to the spiritual world. After Krishna went back to spiritual world, where did Dharma took shelter? As long as Krishna was present in this planet, Dharma took the shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna is Dharma, the personified religion, Dharma, is taking the shelter of Krishna. But when Krishna left this planet, what is the shelter of religion after Krishna's disappearance? Means where is Dharma after Krishna left? So these 5 questions the sages asked Suta Goswami. So, huh? Sorry, 6 questions. 6 questions. All the 6 questions they are asked. So in this in questioning only, we can see the compassion and the anxious of spiritual improvement of general public. The sages are not only concerned about them, they are also concerned about the public in general and eager to hear about the Shame or Bhava. Are eager to hear about the Krishna's pastimes and faith and holy name and devotees, and then awareness of what is to be and what is not to be done. So they are very well matured, and they are very compassionate on others, and they have so much eagerness to hear about the Krishna's pastimes. So like that, all the sages of Naimisharanya, just to kickstart the discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam, they asked these questions to Suta Goswami. Now, Suta Goswami will, from the next chapter onwards, he will start speaking and he will explain about he will answer all the questions, and in answering all the questions, explains about different pastimes and different principles of Dharma to the sages of Naimisharanya and to all of us. Okay, we will end it here. If anybody have any questions or comments. Okay. We'll end it. Mantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Sri Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Gaur Vaishnava ki jai. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Viశేషం